nobody's ever been. Oh. Do I gotta chase you every summer? Can I have to replace you every summer? You're the only woman on my mind. You're the only way I spend my time. Tick, 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 boom. Can't get you out of the room of my head. Take two, is it too soon to get you into my... I want you now, I need you off the ground. I want not loud, I want you right now. I can't have it right now.
You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, and blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damage nobody's ever been. Do I gotta face you with another? I'll never replace you with another. You're the only man that's on my mind. You know that nobody right. Tick, 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 boom. This ain't a honeymoon. We all night instead. Sleep until noon. I still assume that you'll be in my... I want it here. Don't make me wait. Oh yeah. Already facing my fears. Come closer to my ears. I gotta hear it more clear. You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damage nobody's ever been. You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. And tonight, we'll watch De'Aaron Fox, tremendous speed and quickness, even when compared to other point guards, Shaq.
You know, the point guard position in the NBA is stronger than it's ever been. Irons sharpens irons, so I think it'll be special.
Yes, he's speed, and speed does kill. He's a competitor on both ends of the floor. I love this guy.
And with the game just about ready to begin, time to send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Guys, looking at Sacramento, they took the win in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role.
And now, Chris, a few games under their belts, we're seeing some inexperienced guys take that next step, make that leap.
Well, yeah, I mean, guys are really doing a great job on that level and given the opportunity to play in this game. And it's maybe because so many young players are being counted on for big roles now. You know, the game has kind of changed where in the past they would be on the side learning from a veteran and being kind of introduced and slowly introduced to the game. Right now, though, guys, we've seen what they've done in college. We know that they've had great coaches and great coaching. And so, yes, the bar has moved up where we expect younger players to do more because the game is built for younger players. Fast pace, the speed of the game, shooting threes, just having fun out there. And so, yeah, I think a lot more is expected of young guys. And I think they're embracing the fact that they have a lot more responsibility.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Sacramento, Stein is out there with Bielitsa. Then there's Amon Shumpert, and it's Fox, and it's Hield in at the 3 slot. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hill. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Osman. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Shumpert. Fox has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Tipped away. Fox with the steal. Jumps up, and it's Fox with the jam.
Quick instincts on the defensive end. I mean, when you're careless around Fox, he's going to take advantage of it.
Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Passes it to Osman. Hill kicks to Sexton. The rebound by Hield.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Fox. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Here's Shumpert. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, even when Shumpert gets hit, he muscles it in. You got to love the strength from the wily guard.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. The Kings leading. It's Bielitsa. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
Osman, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Well, yeah, you want to try to deny and take something away, but you can also see he's smart about his position.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Toronto. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers just way behind.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
The talent's not there. Greg, plain and simple. You can't fault their effort, but they just don't have the roster to compete with the big boys.
Now, here's Sexton. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable. Shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
Baseline try. Cavaliers with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets, then go right back into their shell.
A huge fan of Fox's shot selection. Doesn't force anything. One reason why he's such a high percentage scorer.
Now, here is Hill. They really needed more from him in that loss to Golden State. Knocked loose. Hield outside.
You have to be cautious in how you guard Hield. He's skilled at picking up the contact.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop, a crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
The first one falls.
Think about Hield. I mean, wow, the college player of the year, his senior season at Oklahoma. Look, he made dramatic improvement over his college career, and he's done the same thing here in the pros.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Everybody knows he's a talented guard. He's a deadly scorer. He can get hot in a hurry.
And it's Hood in the corner from past the arc. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight. And Hill, Chris, is shooting well over 40% from three-point range the last couple seasons.
Think about this. He's crept into the top 20 all-time in career percentage. That alone will keep him in the league for a long time. And his overall game, it's only getting better.
Here's Thompson after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Thompson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Look, I love how Thompson maintains his focus. He doesn't let the D change his shot selection.
Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with Cleveland's head coach. The one point of emphasis was this is a fast team that they're playing. Their goal is to try and force them into the half court and not to let them run in transition. We'll see if it's successful, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Now Sexton, following Willie Cauley-Stein's three-point attempt. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Sexton. Sexton's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. 16 points for him.
Evolving right before our eyes. When Fox puts it all together, so fun to watch.
Down low, here's Sexton. It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. Here's Cauley-Stein. He can't get that one, and Cleveland will come the other way. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving fits out there.
Here's Heel. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Looking more active inside Hill. It's important that he keeps looking to score close to the bucket.
Chris, one strength for the Kings has been their bench.
Well, their reserves have carried them at times. I mean, for a young team, though, you're developing guys, and you like that competition. The subs pushing their counterparts in the starting lineup, that's not a bad thing. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Ante Zizic is checked in for Thompson. Nance comes in for Jetty Osman. Alec Burks checked in for Hood, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Hill. Free throw drops for Heel. We've got so many young, exciting players in the NBA right now, Chris. When you think about the league's best player, the league MVP, in say 7 years, what names come to mind? That's a great question. You have to think about guys like the Greek Freak.
Or even 5 years. It doesn't have to be that long.
Yeah, but just the potential. I know what you're saying. Embiid, Ben Simmons, the Greek Freak.
Tatum.
Wow.
I know.
It's just so you could just go to all the young teams and say these guys are next. I mean, all you gotta do is look at the rookie, sophomore, and the phenom game and just close your eyes and pick any of those guys because you know that they're talented. But yeah, the Greek Freak, Anthony Davis, Embiid, I think those are all safe bets.
And the first one at the line is good. Oh my gosh, and Bogdan Bogdanovic, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
Look, I mean, think about Bogdanovic's skill level. It's tremendous. He can handle, pass. I mean, as we saw with the Rising Stars game last season, he shoots with deep range.
And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. In the 3rd spot, Collin Sexton.
and he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
And that one falls for Williams. And see, Webb, you talk about the skill level for Bogdanovic. 6'6", he can play some point guard if you need him to.
Oh, yeah, just think about this. Bogdan, a great passer, very unselfish. I mean, maybe too unselfish sometimes. As well as he shoots, I'd like to see him be more aggressive, punting his shot.
And Williams drops them both.
Man, they are just living at the line.
The Cavaliers trail by 8, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Zizic kicks to Clarkson to the paint. Tries again. Zizic passes to Burks. Can't hit that one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
And it's blocked. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And that one goes long.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
You know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play. But the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Kings.
And most of the damage being done by the backcourt. They've leaned on their guards big time, and the plan has worked to perfection. The small ball approach has been the way to go.
And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come. He's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Here's Zizic after the made shot from Amon Shumpert. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. It's good from long range. Sexton's got 7.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Basket good. And the Kings lead by 13.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Knocks it loose. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. There's the 3.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
His stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
It's good.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. This style of play can be hard to come back against.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Sacramento leading by 13. Here's Bogdanovich. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Clarkson. 17 points for him last game against Golden State. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
And Nance kicks to Sexton. Pass to Clarkson. The 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Sexton the pass to Clarkson. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Oh, Nance in position. Zizic passes to Nance. Here's Clarkson. Hits the 3-point bomb. Clarkson's got 5 now.
No, Clarkson loves to drive, but he's also improving from distance.
Bogdanovich against Clarkson. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And the Kings lead by 18. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Cleveland. There's the pass to Zizic. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Shumpert. Here's Zizic. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
And that one is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Clarkson against Bogdanovich. The feed now to Nance. And Nance slams it in.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. The Kings have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. And he sinks the second.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early. And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Fry. Dishes it to Nance. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Now Sexton lets it go with the 3. No good on the shot. And so it's Sacramento. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
I mean, what's interesting for me, first quarter, they're already getting points from their reserves.
Well, that's what helped fuel this lead. They caught the defense a little bit off guard.
Here's Sexton. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Alec Burks is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Channing Frye. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sexton in at the point. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
He dishes it to Clarkson. And Sexton has it in the corner. Offline with his three.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Bogdanovich. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
Bogdanovich so solid at making defenders feel uneasy. He knows how to get them to foul him too.
When it comes to video review, C-Web, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, you want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. The main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Clarkson. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Doubled by Fox. Clarkson finds Nance. To the inside. Here's Hill. And it's blocked. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report.
Well, that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Frye from the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Kings leading now by 19. Here's Bagley. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bagley's got 5 now.
Just skilled at attacking on the drive. He's got the size and mobility. Bagley just really tough to contain.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 5. And here's Frye from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Frye's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, you love it when the big fella shows off his ability from beyond the arc.
It's good.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
Cavaliers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Nance. Osman comes in for Alec Burks. And Hood subbed in for Clarkson. And then for Sacramento, Collin Stein, he's checked in for Justin Jackson. Bielitsa comes in for Williams. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Hill, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Hield with the bucket.
Hield is so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Cleveland. It's stolen by Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
And checking out some numbers for Willie Cauley-Stein. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month, averaging 13 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stats.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Fox.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
Now, here is Hill, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Five on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Osman. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 14-5 run here. And it's blocked. They get it back, but they'll get another chance. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Hood gets the bucket.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
Here's Fox. Sinks that one from the post. Fox has got 6 points in the quarter.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
To the paint, here's Hood.
And it's important that Hill improves on his defense because I like watching him show focus on the other end of the floor.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the two teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
Cleveland moving it around. Hield against Hood. Kicks to Hill. Fires the three. The rebound by Hield.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Over Hood. Hield can't hit.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jumper.
Outside Hill. And it's off from three-point range. The Kings shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. The shot by Collin Stein, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The putback. Bagley with the rebound. Sacramento in total control. And it's Hield off the drive. And the shot goes in. Hield's got 11 points.
An unselfish guy who enjoys setting his guys up. Bagley has impressive vision for a big fella.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Zizic has checked in. Here's Osman, guarded by Fox. Got a hand on it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Hill kicks to Osman. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Fox. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Fox has got 28 points for the game.
Oh, and look at the strength of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up a little. Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
From the arc. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the basket by Hill.
And the floater, very much part of Hill's repertoire. I mean, at his height, that's a useful shot.
Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Collin Stein, and the layup's good off the glass. Collin Stein's got his first 2 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Hill passes to Hood. To the inside. They get a hand on it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. And Collin Stein over to help. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
This is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
With the pass.
And that one drops. And it's 7 points for Marvin Bagley.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Thompson throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Inside, it's stolen by Bagley. Here's Hield. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Cavaliers shooting 47%, pretty solid. And it's Hood in the corner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
So the Kings called timeout, their first. And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
Sexton, he's checked in for George Hill. And the Kings also making a change. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Fox. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Cauley-Stein with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
And Thompson kicks to Hood. Here's Sexton. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Sexton's got 9 points.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Yield. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Hood. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Nancy's checked in for Tristan Thompson.
What's up?
And it's Clarkson in for Jetty Osman. That free throw good from Hood. And, of course, Collin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
To the middle, here's Hood. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for that game against the Knicks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Free throw drops for Hield.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Alec Burks checked in for the Cavaliers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. To the middle, the shot. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And the thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside.
Hield attacking. He's off on that one, and Cleveland will come the other way. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
Shooting for Sacramento, Buddy Hield. At the line for 2.
That free throw missing. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Clarkson. Averaging about 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
It's deflected. They recover it. And that one is good. 9 points for Marvin Bagley. 1:15 left now here in the second. To the inside. And stolen by Collin Stein. Here's Hield. Finished off the break.
And how about the pressure they're able to now start to apply, taking advantage of every miscue.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Down low. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Good leaper. Clarkson, he'll make you pay if you let him get to the rim.
Here's Bagley. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bagley's got 11 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
It's the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Here's Hield. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nance has got his 6th rebound on the night. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's stolen by Bagley. And it's Hield off the drive. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
Now, here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. Burks in the corner. Here's Nance. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And how about the job Nance has done to try to make himself into a more consistent offensive threat?
And so it's the Sacramento Kings out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. That's our strength anyways. And for us, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
They're not taking the soft approach to this game, fellas. They're playing physical. Just look at how many times they've gotten to the line by being active, driving the lane, and drawing contact. It's gotten them points at the stripe. It's gotten defenders off balance. They've been the more aggressive team tonight by far.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, there's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland. And East 4th Street right in the heart of it all. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
Now, here is Hill. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Amon Shumpert is out there with Fox. Then it's Hill. Then there's Collin Stein. And it's Bielitsa in at the 4 spot.
Always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the rim.
Now, here's Fox. He's guarded closely.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And here is Hill. To the inside. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Hill. Hill's got his 9th assist in the game now. The Kings shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. And Fox gets it to go.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to have kind of gone away.
The first one falls.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 36.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Outside Hill. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hill's got 4 points this quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's Shumpert. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game.
Love the aggressiveness. Shumpert isn't afraid of going inside.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Fox. Inside. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping his easy balls.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
Jackson, he's checked in for Heel. And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
Oh, my gosh, I just got that.
Oh, man, such an athletic 7-footer. Willie Cauley-Stein. Now, look, he's improving his game. He fits that prototype of a mobile shot blocker who finishes around the rim.
A pass to Fox for the 3. The offensive rebound. Bielitsa, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Bielitsa's got his 2nd basket. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. And Chris, for Cauley-Stein, just how good you think he can become?
I think he can become very good. He's got to show more improvement offensively, but that just takes work over the summer.
And the basket by Hill.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
Here's the 3. Fox, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Here's Sexton. Rebound by Bielitsa. Bielitsa's got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot by Collin, no good.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Count the basket. And 12 points for Hill.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's Fox. Sacramento again missing.
I'll give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Tipped away. Fox with the steal. And it's Fox with the jam.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him to rock.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Sexton dishes to Hill. To the inside. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Hill. 13 points for Collin Sexton.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Fox, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Cleveland. And you talk about that quick twitch athletes have. De'Aaron Fox is a blur in the lane. Chris, definitely an attack guard.
Oh, yeah, and it's not just his quickness, Kevin. I mean, it's his mentality, his aggressiveness. He's very competitive. He wants to impose his will on the game, and I love that.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. And then for Sacramento, Williams, he's checked in for Bielitsa. And it's Bogdanovich in for Shumpert. Fox hits them both. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
He's giving him a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Here's Bogdanovich. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Sexton kicks to Frye. Outside Hill. Here's Sexton. Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Here's Bogdanovich. Drops in the tray. Bogdanovich has got 17 now.
A terrific, versatile scorer. I mean, once Bogdanovich gets hot, he stays assertive and on the attack.
And Collin over to help. Frye passes to Sexton. He kicks to Hill. But they get it back. Here's Thompson. And too long on the shot.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Osman. That one doesn't drop. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Sexton. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silence the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Alec Burks comes in for Jetty Osman. And it's Clarkson in for Sexton. The Kings also with the sub. Bagley's checked in. That free throw good from Thompson. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Fox. Here's Bagley. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Bagley's got 13.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now here is Hill. He's got 12. And yes, it's good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Bogdanovich, good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bogdanovich has got 19 points.
Outstanding at taking it to the cup. Now look, when Bogdanovich is in attack mode, it's great to watch.
To the paint, here's Clarkson. And no good that time. And the Kings going the other way now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
Hill with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Pass to Clarkson. A second chance effort. Pass to Fry. For the 3. Thompson in the posts. Jackson on him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Nuggets. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Sacramento, 4.5 games behind.
And I think for Sacramento, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
Here's Hill after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. It's good from long range.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
The Kings shooting so well. The offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. He gets it in there.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Doubled by Fox. Hill deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Clarkson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Look, it's all about Thompson's vertical. He jumps up fast to make sure he taps in on that alley-oop.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Hill finds Fry. To the inside. And he banks in the layup. Fry's got 9 points.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And there's Jackson on the assist by Williams. Here's Hill. He's got 17. To the inside. It's stolen by Bagley. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Fox with the steal. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Hill has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got 20.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Jackson and Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Zizic has checked in for Fry. And Larry Nance is subbed in for Tristan Thompson. And a change for Sacramento. Heald's checked in. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
No, we not them. I got a light skin and an Asian. Cali on the beam with the bass in. Like a on bubble in a waist. But I'm really trying to see how the face it. Buy my chicken, my chalupas. Ayy, make a with the roof up. Ayy, backflip, make her do stunts. Ayy, and it's really tuned up. Ayy, down, boom, shakalaka. Oh, you saw me, I see you watching. Oh, we do what we want to. Oh, this is floor, we come through.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Hood's checked in. Amon Shumpert's checked in for the Kings. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Clarkson against Shumpert. Uncovered, and again it's Cleveland.
This is where Clarkson can do a lot of damage. I mean, that in-between area.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Throughout his career, Jordan Clarkson has always been able to score.
No, you're right, Kevin. And throughout his career, he's always been a guy that can hurt you from outside, mid-range, and in the paint as well. He's a natural scorer when he has the ball in his hands. I mean, he's very adept at navigating traffic and can twist and turn his body to protect the ball. And he gets a shot up inside anytime he wants.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. They'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And that game against the Warriors, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for Cleveland. They double him with Shumpert. Here's Burks, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Great decision, great find. I mean, draws the double team and passes out of it to create the open look.
Here's Bogdanovic, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Bogdanovic.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Well, yeah, you want to try to deny and take something away, but you can also see he's smart about his position.
Shumpert with the steal. And Shumpert slams it in.
Better clog all lanes to the basket. If you don't, Shumpert will torch you with a dunk.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Burks in the corner. Another 3 for Cleveland. Up top, Hield. Burks covering, but they recover it. Here's Hood over Hield. Here's Zizic, And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Kings ahead, running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Sacramento's ball. Hands out there with Zizic. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Jones. And it's Burks in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. The Kings getting the bucket. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That's his first foul. See, we have a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. I'm going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more threes now.
Here's Jones after the Kings pick up 2. Zizic passes to Nance. He gets it in there.
Man, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him when he's on his way to the bucket.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. Yep, that one goes in there. Shumpert's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Oh, look, when Shumpert has it going on, you better get him the rock. He is such an effortless shooting motion.
Inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. It's good. Shumpert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Shumpert, that was just phenomenal focus. You see how he just scored on that drive despite the D being all over him?
Puts it up from 12. Misses off the left iron. Kings have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's Giles, banked in off the glass.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart? Oh, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Here's Farrell, and he comes up with the deuce.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. From the high post, Cleveland the rebound.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession. The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points. Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Here's Jones. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And it's Shumpert penetrating, and Shumpert slams it in.
Shumpert should show off his quickness like that all the time. Love how he just sliced his way inside.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Clarkson taking his time here. Burks' shot is good.
The switch flipped for him at halftime. Not a single point in the first half. All of a sudden, he's come alive.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions.
Pregame, he's checked in for Cleveland. Sexton comes in for Clarkson, and a change for the Kings. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Outside jumper. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Gotta respect Shumpert's hops. He knows how to get up and dunk on it.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Zizic kicks to Sexton. They double him with Shumpert. To the inside. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley-Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
Now, here's Burks. Now Sexton. Here's Jones. It's good.
Jones.
Here's Farrell. Here's Cauley-Stein. Game pulls it in.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Sexton the pass to Jones. Zizic kicks to Sexton. No good on the triple. And for Sacramento, they're shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
And you got to do more than that to slow Cauley-Stein down. I mean, he's used to absorbing contact while shooting.
Here's Zizic, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
The defense was way too soft. Somebody get out there and get tough.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Sexton with it, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Jones, and George Hill's subbed in for Alec Burks.
George Hill.
Here's Sexton with some arc. Count it. Sexton's got 20 points.
You know, crafty at just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
C-Web, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you were young and you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team and I make you a center and I pull you to one end and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same. And I believe that coaches should teach great skill set, shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. Here's Collin Stein. Good work there as it goes. Collin Stein's got 9 points here in the second half.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Down low, here's Zizic, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
McLemore, the pass to Collin Stein. And Collin Stein throws it down.
And the recognition of McLemore, a team-oriented player who is always looking to dish the rock.
Now, here's Sexton. To the middle, here's Zizic. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Shumpert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Farrell. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Blossingen. And the powerful one-handed slam.
It gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
The drive by Shumpert. And the shot goes in. Shumpert's got 29 in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough 3 from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
Some changes for Sacramento. Troy Williams checked in for Ben McLemore. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Shumpert, and it's Mason in for Yogi Ferrell. Sacramento on defense. Sexton's shot is good.
You know, we've seen this with Sexton in college, and he can get into a zone and just take over a game offensively.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here's Collin Stein. Buries it down low. Collin Stein's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break with an eye toward efficiency. One of the advantages they hold in this game.
Now, here's Fry. Pass to Sexton. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Collin Stein. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Razor sharp focus right there from Collin Stein. Accepting the foul and pushing his way through it.
Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Web, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams.
Right.
That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
Oh, my gosh, I just got that.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And the playmaking from Hill, he just gives them what they need.
And Sacramento has possession. Here's Bogdanovic. It's deflected. And here's Burks. Kicks to Fry. They grab their own miss, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
He lives for these type of battles on the boards. Doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Mason. The Kings shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got 23.
And it's important for Cauley Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
Now here is Hill. Here's Wasengame. Right side Hill. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Kings.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for De'Aaron Fox.
He was too much for them to deal with tonight. Plain and simple. They tried all sorts of ways to contain him, and nothing worked.
Zizic.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
And it's Sacramento's ball. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And the basket is good.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Doubled by Bogdanovich. And here's Fry for 3. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're in front. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. Here's Bogdanovich. Over Burks. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Burks. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Well, this one is winding down now. Sacramento can run out the clock. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. To the middle. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.